let's move to the Prem. We don't go to your other boys. Man United, Abs 5-5.
Ain't gonna lie,
I mean, I'm not understanding
one of the reasons that I'm actually happy about this weekend is because I watched that game, got a win. Then I had some food, took a nap, then went to the Nigeria game, and I thought we'll take what we take in it. And you know what I mean. So I had a balanced weekend because of that.
Right.
But yeah, no, in terms of United, man, 25 minutes FC.
I mean,
very reminiscent of a certain manager that we just mentioned, funny enough. Right? I said it, I was on KG show today, and I was asking him, I said, are you not worried about this? Because it's 25 minutes, maybe 30. And for the rest of the game, it looks like we're holding on to dear life. And that's what it looked like today. Like we pressed Villa. We did well in the beginning. And then our players are they're physically unable to keep up with Ten Hag's idea of football. Physically unable to do it. I'm sorry, thinks he is a little bit too gung-ho as well. So he also needs to find a balance because you must know your team by now. This is your second season in. You know they can't keep up with that. In fact, I would even go as far as saying all the preseason or hard work you put on them to try and get them into physical shape is why we're seeing so many damn injuries right now. And you started slow because of it. So you should have an idea of basically pacing out what you're doing.
Right.
Maybe 15 minutes you press like a monster, and then the next 15 you sit back. Then the next 15 you press as a monster. Because it seems like we just go all out, and then the tank just goes zoop. And then
I think, you know what I think as well, though? It's him, and then it doesn't help the personnel that he has.
I know, but this is why you're the manager, bro.
Casemiro is my guy, yeah, but Casemiro doesn't have that discipline at times. Casemiro also sometimes, it's not like Bruno, because Bruno is a mad thing with the Hollywood passing, but Casemiro loves that first time ball comes in, he ain't even looked, just
boom, into an area. I hope you're there type thing.
What are you dealing with? Like this could go left, you know. And sometimes he goes left in the games, do you know what I mean? And sometimes he'll mop it up himself, yeah. And you're like, bro, just let the ball marinate side to side for a little bit, man. Do you know what I mean? But that's always been Casemiro, yeah. But technically, I mean, there were some sequences from Casemiro in this game, yeah, which were just nasty. And I was like, see, this is my Madrid bias here, but I was like, you see, if Mainu done that, yeah, all you man would be spinning around, you know what I mean?
No, you know what?
There were some bits that Casemiro done it. There was a couple of
there was some cross-field passes my man did in 2 touches, and I thought, and then someone's gonna tell me this guy can't pass.
That's nonsense. That's a lazy. I hate that lazy.
It's lazy. He is lazy. It's lazy. You have not watched European football. It's simple.
Oh, yeah, because they seem to think he tackled someone and just passed it to Cruz, and you know what I mean, like he couldn't pass or he couldn't. Like, come on, man. Like again, like you said, this is a man that don't watch. They don't watch it. They just assume.
They don't watch European football. The only time they watch European teams is Champions League, and even Champions League, a lot of the times the pace of it is different to what you're doing in your home leagues, right? Anyone that's watched Real Madrid when Casemiro was there know that there's 2 things that he loves doing: trying to dribble through the middle of the park and long passes. He loves doing it. He's not
long passes, and he will arrive to the other end of the box. If you actually understand the team, you actually realize that the person that has the most positional discipline is Cruz. He's the one that didn't really move too far from his little area. Do you get what I mean? He's in a little zone that he operates in. Yeah. Whereas Modric and
Casemiro doing all this.
They run around. Even though Casemiro is supposed to be the DM, he doesn't just stay there. Do you get what I mean? But people don't understand that. But that's besides the point. But my point was Casemiro is not that kind of, you know what I mean? That you need that discipline, that Cruz one, you know what I mean? But one with legs though, not because the Prem, but you
can't do it with no legs. Yeah. But if you're struggling with him now in a league, bro,
like, you know what I mean? That's long because right now Cruz is working because he's got Valverde and Bellingham and all these man.
Yep.
Sure, mainly come. He's got runners around him, so he can just look nice. Whereas, you know what I mean? So, but then I was watching that game, and I look at my buddy Bruno. I know I keep going back to this guy, but like. I was looking at it, I was thinking, okay, so you got 3 in midfield.
That's the key word, supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly, yeah. But I'm looking at him, I'm like, there's so many times, yeah, the ball is going over the top, and it's him running through. There was a point I was watching the game, yeah. I swear, there was 3 balls that went through over the top,
and it was him.
Aston Villa high line, yeah.
Yeah,
and
it was him. It was him.
And I'm like,
I know, I swear, I even know which ones they were. Right, because
there's 3 attackers in front of you.
Did you see him closing on? He does this every game anyway, right? So it's not a surprise to me. Did you see him high pressing the goalkeeper?
Yeah,
bro. Why? And this is the headless thing that Ten Hag does. That remember the last time we faced West Ham at their home, Upton Park. Was it Upton Park? Wherever they are, right? And then I said, if he plays McTominay and Bruno, it's on him if he gets sacked, because I can't defend that anymore, right? Because that was right after the Liverpool game.
Right.
And he went to go and play McTominay and Bruno, and we got cooked in midfield, right? What is saving him? He's got Casemiro sitting there for the most part, and Maino, who doesn't really, he wants to do box to box, but he picks and chooses when to go box to box. He doesn't go like a headless chicken, right? The problem I'm having is Bruno.
Yeah.
Casemiro is not the most disciplined person, but Casemiro's disciplined.
Yeah.
Maino's an 18-year-old showing discipline. You, that the captain, are doing headless running.
To me, he's playing second striker.
And if Ten Hag is asking for that, and it goes wrong, that's on Ten Hag. But for me, it looks like Bruno's doing what Bruno does. Because remember, again, this man opened his mouth in an interview during Ole's reign and says, "I'm not the type of midfielder that just stays in a."
He used to be in the right system here, because I look at it here, not to compare them, but if you look at the position that Bellingham is playing this season, he has 3 midfielders behind him. 3, so he can afford to stay up there. Even though, to be fair, he still comes back and tackles and stuff, but he can afford to do what Bruno is doing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Whereas you have 2 behind you. I don't think he can really afford that, and that's why a lot of these games are looking at it funny. Do you know what I mean? Yes, against the top teams, it's not really going to work. But if you go to the positives though, I'm seeing every game there's better understanding now between Maino and Casemiro. That seems to be growing, that partnership.
Yeah.
That seems to be growing. Obviously, the striker as well. You can see that there's a little bit more confidence. His movement. I don't know I'm noticing the movement a little bit better. So I think he's starting to understand his guys that he plays next to. He's being a bit more patient with the movement now.
Yes,
because you have to be, with your guys, you have to be patient, because you know they're going to cut in 25 times before any kind of cross comes in. So I think he's starting to get that connection is getting
this way.
Better.
The nice polite way of putting it is, Ruud van Nistelrooy will struggle with the 2 wingers we have. Right? You remember how Ruud van Nistelrooy reacted to Cristiano Ronaldo and said, "Brother, cross the ball or do something else, bro." And then eventually Ferguson had to pick. Between one of them.
Now I have to interrupt you. I'm watching the Palace game. I don't know who it is. Hold on, let me shut up. Oh, imagine the person I was about to cuss just whacked one from 30 yards now. But blood, hopefully in these replays, they're gonna show what he did just before, because he tried to, that what's he called? Roberto, what's his name? The West Ham Italian guy. What's his name again? The scissor kick thing. Remember the scissor?
Oh, yeah.
He tried that.
Di Canio.
Yeah. He tried the Di Canio thing, missed the ball completely, bro, and fell on his backside. Brother. That's why I said, oh, let me interrupt you. But then he got the ball back and then just lenged it off.
Question, what minute are you on?
Oh, it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Just seen it.
Did you see it? Yeah, he's gonna score right after
the box. Donut.
Yeah, he's gonna score right after.
He wins the ball. Oh, he actually scored as well.
Yeah. That's why. So I interrupted you.
Not gonna lie. That's an anger shot right there. That goal is because of anger, because he knows he looks stupid what he just tried.
Bro, I literally interrupted you on the scissor kick. I thought, bruv, what is this guy dealing with? And then as I said it, that's when he just whacked it in. Mad
Who is this guy anyway? Oh,
Lerma,
Lerma.
Jefferson. Yeah, Jefferson Lerma. But yeah, anyway.
Is that the only joy you're expecting from this game? Because you
You
wrote this
you
game off.
know how this game finishes. Come on, man. You know, this is why I'm not even that excited.
I know. To be fair, Gallagher did nudge him. He was missing the ball anyway, but Gallagher nudged him. That's what
He
made
looked
him
funny,
drop his bum, though.
Funny though, it looked funny. But yeah, man.